Imagine a world where the grid has failed, and the only thing standing between order and anarchy is the fence line of a fortified homestead. You are part of the legacy, a group of survivors tasked with upholding the values and defenses established by the legendary Jack Sterling, only to find that inheriting this ranch isn't just about managing cattle, but about defending a sanctuary in a landscape that wants to tear it down. But when you discover that Jack Sterling's legacy isn't just a piece of land, but a beacon of hope that attracts both the desperate and the predatory, you realize that survival isn't about hiding, it's about building a fortress of community through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics. Welcome to the ranch, Jack Sterling's legacy, the first pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in Sean Liscom's The Legacy series. If you love homestead survival tropes, realistic tactical defense, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching protagonists master a hostile environment through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound weight of societal reconstruction. A narrative kicks off with our protagonist's arrival at the ranch, thrusting them into a race against time to secure the perimeter before winter or rival factions breach their defenses. The atmosphere is thick with the scent of pine and wood smoke, the static of dying radios, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where they are left defenseless in the dark. Liscom excels at capturing the psychological toll of long-term survival, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble, where the price of failure is not just death, but the loss of progress made across centuries. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular community leader trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting raiders, it's about understanding the complex ecology of post-collapse logistics, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and superior numbers. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of the legacy lies in its characters and the heavy burden of memory. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that views them as data. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. The Ranch, Jack Sterling's legacy, is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and utterly addictive. Sean Liscom has crafted a debut that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.